All right. I am chatting on a tablet now for the next 18 or more hours. But at least I can see chat. It's slightly better than looking over here. How is everybody? Wrong side.
I still
Got it.
cannot believe all this. Why would the guest?
If you
not
just
be
got
here?
here during the break,
Do you think Venezia's involved?
having some technical problems with my chat, but this is a fight that we fought a few times. Gotten killed. That one was really close. That one was really close. Am I eating a hot dog for break? Break over. How you doing, Crash? Hot dogs at some point. I did not make hot dogs. I didn't go anywhere. Got my tablet, paired a keyboard, got a charger for it, got it set up here, made sure it worked. Just, oh. But we will Leroy Jenkins right back in. That Battlemaster was about done. Redundant systems notwithstanding, he was about done. Kill this bastard. So, I know I missed some stuff. I was at a chat for about half an hour there. Lord Deimos came in with some people. And, Lance, how you doing, Lance? Who all did I miss? Welcome everyone who got here too, in those minutes before the minutes before the break. Sniper down. Where's the one who was over here? Yeah, you. You flanked me before and I wasn't ready for it. I totally missed it. What do we have left? Damping? Cool. Throw on your ass. Come on, I don't want my shields down because of this clown. Everybody boost now. What do we have left? Another shock trooper. Come on. Action. Garrus. Garrus is about to go down. I don't know if I can keep him up. Yo. Garrus went down and I just wasted the Metagel. I love it. The damage is just so funny. I almost don't care that I die. I can't believe Garrus just went down. And the Metagel got used. Kill this clown. Come on. Did I just do friendly fire? There is friendly fire in the later games. I'm not sure there is or isn't in this one. There is friendly fire, at least in 3. Well, yeah, let's do it. We need Garrus back up. I just got I'm being charged next. Need Garrus back up. Can't believe I'm not dead already after getting hit with biotics. Where's our boy? There he is. Krogan Battlemaster. What are we gonna do? We're gonna mess him up. Buddy, mess him up. Garrus down again. Rex versus a Krogan Battlemaster. If only it was so simple. I don't think I can actually knock him down. My throw's strong enough, I don't think. How about barrier? Oh god, I just got double charged. He went through Rex and knocked me down in less time than I could execute the moves. I'm still going to be really bad with chat being on the tablet here. The text is super tiny. I don't know if it's adjustable. It is system-wide. It's an iPad. I don't know if the system-wide text will affect Twitch. Does anyone know? Hard to see.
I still cannot believe all this. Why would
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. Obviously, he wants you to help him find
in the later games, no, there's actual friendly fire. They're not just using it as shorthand for stop shooting, I'm blocking your shots. You can do damage. You can hurt them in the later ones. But if you're talking about this one, then that's exactly what I was wondering.
That mining laser must have triggered a seismic
ME doesn't have friendly fire as a mechanic. I don't know if you were just talking about ME1
We
or the
have
whole
to hurry.
series.
The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
Long time, Danny. How are you? Yeah, if I'm wrong, Procyan, and you know I always can be, and often am, that would be a surprise in this case, because I've been quite sure for a long time. Not just that they yell out, but I'm not trying to get my head into ME3 space, but I've done some specific playing with that to see how much, if I could actually damage them. And if it was more than they're just calling out. Seemed to be.
Brenda, don't have any fun.
Oh,
You
kill
don't have
him.
time to deal with this idiot.
I don't want to fight this guy all afternoon, though. Anybody got any good suggestions if I don't pull through this time? Anybody got any good suggestions for super simplifying this fight? I can shred this rocket trooper before he fires a rocket. I can probably take care of this sniper, as I did the past few times, before he does anything. Interesting. We got a shock trooper over there. We got a shock trooper and a Krogan over here. I just as soon we take care of the lone shock trooper first. I don't know that overkill's really going to help. How about sabotage instead? Throw. Let's knock him down again. Finish him off. We get a little better this time. We get him quickly. Okay. Garrus is getting tagged. Shepard's getting tagged. Shock trooper's there. Battlemaster's still in the background. He's not even in the picture. But what happened last time was getting killed. Basically getting killed by this guy. This is the guy who wrecked us. We didn't even have a team ready for the Battlemaster because of this guy. So Garrus, shield boost. Rex, not getting hit yet. Warp, let's save the warp for the Battlemaster. I don't think throw is going to do me any good. I'll save my warp for the Battlemaster. My shield boost, yes. Shield boost for me, shield boost for you. Do not wreck my team here. This guy's a clown. Look who's down already. Garrus is down. Okay. Garrus is down, just leveled. Let's get Garrus immediately back up. Garrus is up. Let's heal him. Heal him. Garrus is up. He's healed. Rex, shield boost. Rex is already getting attacked. Garrus is down, but it's biotics. Warp, let's warp him. Get out of the way, let's flank him. Garrus is dead again already. How do you like them apples? Let's adrenaline and get out of here. We can get Garrus back up. Oh, that's Rex. I'm shooting Rex's corpse. Rex is already down. Love it. Unity, everybody back up. There's that angry Krogan. Didn't kick in, or it didn't work, or what? Unity, everybody back up. Heal. Rex is down again already. Sweet. Again, I don't think my throw is gonna actually knock this guy down. He's too badass. Look who else is down right now. Let's shield boost and run, but if he charges me or hits me with biotics, I can't do anything about Agudai. See if I can warp him, shoot him, and if he charges, I just gotta run the other way. He's charging. Move! I can't run right now. I don't know if he's gonna come around the top or the bottom. Sounds like top. I'm still fatigued. I let myself get fatigued. Think I could kite him around this thing? Successfully, I have to know where he's coming out. And be ready to move really fast. And right now, I should not shoot. I should get out of the way. Yeah, watch out, exactly. Right there. God damn. Well, say bye-bye. We'll get it. I had it once or twice, and once, I mean, it was so close. I might have even been able to just, if I had 2 more seconds to finish. Wish you could skip this elevator ride, or save even on the elevator. Get it to load in a different spot. There's no other chance to save. – can't skip until the dialogue starts, then he can roll through the dialogue really fast. Can't skip at this point. The level up I got in the middle, I'm not sure I get any magic skills that will save my ass either, but if I do level up in the middle of the fight, we can look.
There were reasons.
Okay, I don't even know what dialogue options we picked there. We're at the point where that doesn't matter. We need to get through this. Overload, I think, hits a little area. Might hit the Geth next to him. Marksman seems good. It gives me that initial edge to just start tearing things up. 'Cause I want that rocket trooper down, and then I want the sniper down. I don't see any flaw in the start. Battlemaster. What if we just go for the Battlemaster? What if we go all out while we have a team? Let's go for the Battlemaster. Sabotage, warp, and I'm gonna shield boost. Rex, shield boost. I'm gonna try and heal. Where did I get? Never mind. I was silly questions. I'm gonna shield boost. Overkill, but if they don't stay up, it won't really matter. Dampening. Dampening will, you know what? Dampen his biotics if you can. Throw, my throw didn't really work. Let's make sure he's got a warp on him. Now let's mess this guy up right now. Oh, he's charging me. That's so bad. I don't think throw's gonna stop him. This will probably kill me. I need to turn and run. Oh God. Rex, thank you. Body block. No, that's the Battlemaster, not Rex. Well, shit. I'm almost dead. And I can't use my heals. And he's coming for me still. Look at this. He's just... I will try throw. I don't think it's gonna work. I think I'm dead already. I can't heal. Stop him for a split second. Still not gonna work. Please run. Run, Shepard. Fatigued. Fatigued. Can't think. Move. Can anybody do anything? Unity. Will Unity heal me? Maybe with an upgrade. But, they're not even with an upgrade or not now. Yeah. Can you put a barrier on me, please? Did you try it in the middle of an active fight, though, Procyon, or out of combat? Did you make sure to try it in a fight? I can't think about that right now. Sorry. Brandon, what's up? Welcome. How are you doing? I'm interested in the results, Procyon, but I can't go back and forth about it. It sounds like you couldn't get it to work.
Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. Obviously, he wants you
The
to...
conduit. We have to.
How do I get him to just pick a different target? I get him to pick a different target. He goes after me like that. And I can't even knock him down with a throw, and I don't have lift yet. I don't have any points I haven't spent, do I? I don't have any cool equipment we haven't used, do I? Music round? I might have some equipment we could use somewhere in there. Armor piercing, radioactive. I think the elevator may still be going in real time. I've already got regen, but that may not help me here because it doesn't. No time to regen. So what else could we do? Physics, shields, more shields. What else? You have in yours first aid. He's already regenning. He's got skills to regen. What else could I give you? Physics, cooldown, toxin, physics, more shields. Yeah, more shields. And Garrus. Have any more shields? Down toxic. And shields, not as much. Extra shields for everybody. Let's keep it simple. If this doesn't, if I die again, I'll just have to do that again. But maybe everyone will have an extra bar. Maybe that'll be the edge that we need. This is notoriously nasty fight. A lot of people have had issues with this fight, and on Insanity, it's a small space, and that Battlemaster is nasty. Marksman, I've got 3 bars, Rex has 3, Garrus has 2, so it still counts. There's still extra points, but you can even tell from the bar that we got something. Yes, and okay. Maybe the extra damping on him was going to help more than I expected. He'll boost. Garrus, shield boost. Garrus starting to get tagged wherever he is. No, I needed you dead already. You needed to be dead already. What a waste. Okay, let me do with him real fast. Dampen, or I'll get us healed up. Okay, just a real pause. What did we just get in a level? Anything useful? Anything particularly useful? That would unlock shotguns. I get with 2 points. Damage reduction would go up by a couple %, or I'm not sure I can get anything too useful. How about someone else? Anything you can get with 2 points that's totally awesome? Carnage, shotguns. If we don't live through it, it's not gonna matter anyways. What about you, Garrus? You got any tricks up your sleeve? Advanced overload. Well, that would help. Assault training. Alright, get yourself some damage reduction. Not much. Alright, let's work some magic. Time for magic. Need magic. Overkill. Warp. Please don't let that biotic hit me. Or anyone. I don't really want my team standing here, but we're all in this together. Get your barrier up, Rex. Mess him up. Mess him up. Damn, Rex is down. He's gonna come for me next. Let's get Rex right back up. And then run the hell out of here. Oh, shit. No! He's so damn fast. He ran right through Rex and just charged me down. End of story. It is a really hard part to get past, yes, Crash, on Insanity, and especially.
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me?
We could go right for the Battlemaster, but I think at least the rocket and the sniper have to go. If we want to leave the shock troopers and try and take the Battlemaster down, that almost worked. Battlemaster's the most dangerous because of his charge and his biotics. But you saw what the shock troopers can do. They can wreck things very quickly too. You can tell your squad where to go, but we're talking about seconds, or in some cases fractions of a second. You tell them to go take cover, and in the time it takes them to get there, they're dead on Insanity. So I don't do a lot of that.
We don't have time.
Kill this clown. What if I sick sabotage? I will still do what I was gonna do. I gotta get this sniper down before he lasers me, because he's going to do that. Just move. Alright, he's down. Rex. Maybe because of the opening attack on the Battlemaster, Rex is already getting attacked. There's that Battlemaster. Overload should help bring his shields down. Good. Bring his shields down. Shields aren't down, though. My shields are down. Boost shields. Garrus, boost shields. Rex can't boost shields yet.
I've lost shields.
I don't remember how melee works in ME1. Charged him on some crazy notion that I would figure it out when I got there. There isn't time for that. down.
Lost shields.
I'm going down. Battlemaster's still up here. I thought he might advance to the middle. That didn't work. Damping, pretty screwed. I'm gonna try and get out of the way if I don't die. I died. Gonna Unity and try to heal. Press button. You need to get a Matador outfit if he keeps charging you like that. Beard, welcome back.
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the
I
Garrus...
can't believe all this.
We have to hurry.
Why are we still here? Bum, bum, bum. Extra shields still may be a good idea. Just put the extra shields in. At least for me. Now we'll give everyone. Melee when you're close enough and you shoot them. Is that it? Oh, wow. Wow, I don't think I ever witnessed that. Maybe. I just never realized it. Thank you. Close enough and shoot him. Why does Unity take so damn long? That bad? That bad? That was your break. Beard, how was yours? Start talking and stop talking. Stop talking.
There were reasons.
What...
How did I end up with 2? I think I've had 1 grenade going to this fight previously. I should get that one back. That sucks. They're already lasing me. You guys, kill him. And then there's this little bit of try and get Garrus healed before he dies. Everybody shield boost now. There's a tiny bit of cover over here. This little bit of cover. I've made a stand here before and had some success with it. We could try it. If we get lucky. Garrus down. Weapon just get duped. Shit. Garrus is momentarily still alive. Rest. Shock trooper. Garrus is down again. I'm in trouble too.
I've lost shields.
Yep. Garrus, get back up. Everybody heal now. And that's mostly just Garrus. Heal boost. That's shock trooper. Shock trooper down. Leveled. You guys doing anything to the Battlemaster? I'm afraid to go see. He's coming. He's a coming. He's a coming. God, I wish we had lift. I think lift works on him. I don't know why throw is not working on him. Sabotage, mess up his weapon. Dampening, mess up his biotics if we can. They had another grenade right now. Fuck you! God! This guy! Hey, Vancouver bound. How are you doing? Vanguard just barely won the poll. Just barely won the poll.
I still cannot
Ginger ale
believe all
is why
this.
it's
Why
invisible.
would Geth come after me?
Green can.
Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert.
I already
Obviously,
asked
he
for
wants
it.
you to
Yeah,
help him
Procyon.
find
I do.
The conduit, but I don't know.
I might have missed it. I've asked for advice, definitely. I'll take any advice to get through this. Well, I'll listen to any advice and take what sounds helpful. And I have been through this many times on Insanity, but I'm struggling right now, clearly. So, whatever you see, maybe a different team. I do wish I had lift. I wonder if I'm close enough to unlock it, or if my lift would be strong enough to lift him.
We don't have time to deal with it.
I like it.
Here for a second. I can unlock lift. If we level in the middle of this fight, I can unlock lift. I'll have 2 points, and I can unlock lift, and I might be able to get him up in the air.
I've lost shield.
There's that level. I'll read it if this doesn't go through. I mean, I'll read it either way, but when this does or doesn't work. Charging. He may be charging me already. Let's try lifting him. Cross your fingers. Yes! Oh, lifted his ass! Guess who's getting wrecked now? He could still kill me this time, but lift, man. Lift. Lift all the way. Lift all the time. Let's do this. I'm gonna warp him. I don't know if your shield boost is gonna do much. It's a certain amount of shields per second. You know he's coming for me next. I'm dead. Oh, this was so close, though. So tempting and so close. Better get out of here. Every little bit I've got. Okay, next. Up. Get on your feet, soldier. Rex, barrier. Overkill. Do it. Finish him. Finish him. Yes! Wrecked! Now let me read what you were saying here. Lift! Lift me up, baby! That was a little more involved than I was expecting.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds, we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes.
1 more second.
They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Mess
Yeah,
with
it's
the
a
bull,
jack.
you'll get the horns.
What up, Bull? What's going on? Cool timing, man. Did you just get here? Or you been lurking? Either way. Bull, good to see you. Sorry, I'm chatting on a tablet now for the rest of this 24-hour stream. It's gonna be a mess. I will be chatting minimally, typing minimally. If I can help it, but I'm already here. Welcome, Bull. Al, are you there? Hey, Al. How you doing? Yeah, it eases tension. Sometimes you need that tension.
It's a coping mechanism. You'll get used to it.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
50 years?
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn. I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
Who's an expert? I've always romanced Liara. How easy is it to mess it up by being a bit salty with her? I'm curious. I don't want to mess it up. She's winning the poll. We got a poll. Liara's way ahead of Ashley. Way ahead of... I don't have any of this up anymore. Man, the laptop going down. I'm also not going to be able to read any messages that might come in with things. During the next break, I might try to dig up a laptop that is, I think, mostly ready to go for chat, but it has a really noisy fan in it. It's better than nothing, and it may not be above the noise gate.
I've got my own theory on
I'm
why
salty.
the Protheans disappeared.
Not very
With all due
salty.
respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
What cycle? What are you talking about?
The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
You're not much of an expert, Doctor. The answer's been standing in front of you the whole time. The Protheans were wiped out by a race of machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of... How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
Alright, I love Liara, but we're being salty with her today.
Looks like we wasted our time here.
Wait, Commander. Saren might try another attempt on my life. I'd feel safer if you let me stay on your ship. Besides, my knowledge of the Protheans might prove useful later.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Come.
We've already got every other non-human species on board. Might
Did it
as well
anyways.
add an Asari to the team.
Well, you're
Thank
a
you,
dick.
Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate? Or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over.
It's a trap.
Are we finished here, Commander?
We're done.
Go see the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Only if you promise to hang up on him afterwards.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
You are free to act as you see fit, Commander. Our role is to offer guidance and advice.
It's up to you if you're smart enough to listen.
Joker, lose this channel.
I don't need this.
Communications cut, Commander.
Ah, that felt good. $2 a.m. for you heading to bed. Ryan, cool. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the host. Good to see you, man. Take care. We'll catch you later. Bum, bum, bum. All right. Let's go. Check in with everybody. Start at the bottom. If we can't do some stuff with gear, sell some stuff, equip everybody a little better. There's Spectre gear for... I forgot to go talk to the Spectre agent, but I don't think we really needed to go talk to the Spectre requisitions agent. I think it's all should be unlocked here. I just can't afford it.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
They're going cold stare. Going for chocolate chip cookies. Gotta make that run. 300k. Look at some of these things. What would I want? I would want this pistol, which is only 147,000. Cheapest of the bunch. Vector Master Gear. Oh yeah, the scrolling here is so slow. God, than I remember. Miserably slow. Ed. Most valuable items I have to sell are not worth much. We're not going to get. Just get everybody as best equipped as we can. And then sell the stuff we don't need. Start the conversations. We can talk to crewmates at different points, and some of them have a few little tidbits we can get to. Rex, there's something about his family armor.
What can I do for you?
Don't know if he'll talk about it before we find it, or if it's only after. Client requisition scammer, it's more like.
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story.
There's always a story.
Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Don't be an ass. Feel like you would just shut me down. Just a short one. Come on. Have it your way.
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
That's fine.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race.
Not so fine.
That was fun.
They tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
No good option.
It's not the same.
Lay down.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
Still won't.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
So what? No.
I suppose it isn't all the same.
Isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Rex, so
I was
smart.
just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Yeah,
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard.
And you'd know if he was really upset.
As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody
Rex's
can.
head plates.
So long, Rex.
For now.
Shepard.
Everybody's got a locker. We've had some debates in the past about whether Ashley is just xenophobic or flat out space racist.
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
Not for a personal chat.
Is this duty-related, Chief?
No, sir. Well, maybe. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vakarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Procyon. All due respect, Commander, should they have full access?
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You're out of line. Hands are tied. Can't find them. Let's pump her for info.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
How do you get from relying on ourselves to mistreating our allies?
I don't mean we should mistreat them, Commander. I just think we should be prepared to go it without them. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
Yep, they sure will.
The council's had a grudge against us since the First Contact War.
I don't think it's a grudge.
Yeah.
I think it's... Look, if you're fighting a bear and the
Ashley
only
just
way for you to
almost say
survive is
something
to stick
smart.
your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism,
you,
not
Ashley.
really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
I hate you, Ashley.
You sound like one of those Terra Firma party pamphlets, Chief.
Terra Firma is a pack of jackals. The founders had ideals. These days they just play off xenophobia and bigotry. I hope my reasons are more rational.
Me too.
My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, sir. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
Guess you make a habit of second-guessing your superiors.
No, sir.
You're lucky. I lost my family on Mindwar. Are you related to anyone I'd have heard of?
Couldn't say, Commander. I read about Mindwar. The Alliance screwed the pooch on that one. Should have had a bigger garrison. Is that why you're out here? To take the fight to the pirates?
I like that option. Curious.
I'm here to put hypervelocity rounds through the heads of bad guys.
Most satisfying part of the job, Commander.
Well... Ashley, you're gonna have to do this.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens.
I know, I just passed an opportunity to tell her to shut up.
Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
But sometimes you shut things down too quickly, you don't get good dialogue. I think this is a flirty option. What about me? Which cheek? Tell me to kiss a Turian, what about me? Good. That. Remember that.
I'm glad there won't be a problem.
Anything else you need, Commander?
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, sir.
Procyon, I can't say that that's wrong. It's that all seems like a very fair analysis for role in this, at this point at least. Doesn't mean I have to like it. My favorite lines in Big Lebowski in the car. Going, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? He goes, no, Walter, you're not wrong. You're just an asshole. That's not what I'm saying to you, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. It's like, it's just, I don't have to like her just because she's...
Nice work out there. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Actually thinking clearly from a certain perspective. What do we do with Garrus? There's an opportunity to encourage Garrus to be more Paragon or Renegade. It's not a huge thing, or I would have made a poll out of that one too. I don't know if it
Have you worked with a Spectre
comes up this
before?
soon.
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to
Hey,
have
Jamie.
things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
So, any thoughts on Garrus? I like how you describe things sometimes. Often, in fact. Procyon Caden's shtick is about alien humanity. Ashley is about political attitudes. Together they represent human ideas about their lives in the space age. Shadow Dragon. So, no thoughts on Garrus?
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
Is about to be hour 9. We're really close. We could click it over anytime, Lance. Or there it is.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate...
So close. One more try. It is timer. It is, I don't mean to tease anyone. It is timer. Thank you. Forget about it. I just take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
Whatever.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Altamore, you're at the Boston Pops concert. Happy 4th. Happy 4th. On a tablet and missing a lot of chat, but I see you there. Almost missed you. Was about to scroll off. I hope you've been really well. Hope you're having a great holiday. Hope the concert is excellent. We want to equip everybody. Tally down. Oh, and Adams. Adams is probably one of.
Hey, Commander.
I find Adams.
Galarian Tally. She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I will knock you rid of Tally. She's bothering you?
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
He's happy. He loves her.
No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
Very useful.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
I've asked him about it before, but
she's the best ship I've ever served on. Probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on, Adams.
There's something in there. Shepard.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Pulsing of the engine in the background is mesmerizing. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often.
Here it comes.
Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew.
Stopped.
It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Like what?
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
Boone. Happy 4th. Welcome, welcome. Like what, Dally? Like what?
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child.
Oh.
If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
Doc, have a great night. Happy 4th to you. Rest up, man. You take care. Maybe stop in tomorrow? Are you, think we might see you tomorrow? Would be cool. Otherwise, have a good one. We'll catch you later.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile.
There's only 17 million of them.
All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
This is one of the central plot lines in Mass Effect as well, and ties into that central theme of synthetics and organics. How do they coexist? How do they come into conflict? Why do they come into conflict? Is there any inevitability there? And Aquarians are the race of tinkerers and advanced techs who created this race of synthetics that she's going to tell us about. And it's huge, and this is the origin story of that. Gotten some related bits, but
interesting.
Get a lot more in Mass Effect 3.
They were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
I wonder if you'll be able to hear much of the fireworks I'll hear. Find out soon. It's about 7:15 here. Next hour and a half. The neighborhood might start soon. Probably hear more. I'll hear more from the neighborhood than I will from Celebration 7 miles away in the middle of town, the park town, assuming you're having one.
So, the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in the group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
I don't get it.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Dragoon, it's more melee than range, right? Still? I think. It's your fault. What did you expect?
You're the ones who started the war. The Geth were just fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
Serves you right.
You got what you deserved.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place. But we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them.
Actually, the other way around.
If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
I should go.
+1.
See you later.
I should go again. The Quarians created the Geth, and they ended up at war with them. Did you hear what she just said? We made a mistake when we created them, but not when we went to war with them. We'd have to talk about things that are not even written at this point, but when Mass Effect 3 rolls around, you get to see some archives that go back to some of this, and there's other references. About the other way around, Tali. About the other way around. You created the Geth. Okay. There was not a war forced upon the Quarians. Let me just leave it at that for now. War was not forced upon them. It's an interesting perspective. There you go. That's Quarians right now. The guys who whooped us when we tried to kill them to avoid looking bad are evil. All right, Shepard first. Let's make sure we've got, of the current gear, pistol and a shotgun that I'm happy with. I don't have anything better. We need better stuff when we get it. We don't have it right now. Shotgun with less accuracy, more damage. Start using shotguns in the near future. Other weapons, don't really care about them. Don't even, I mean, I could... Selling the Avenger, all the level 1 gear, we get like 9 credits for it. Taking the time to de-equip it. Grenades! All I have is fusion explosives. Unity amp, I could get more duration and power. Duration on something like a lift would be cool. We only got through that last fight because of lift. And, oh, that was so good. Oh, lift. Maybe I've always had lift or some equivalent, or a good enough throw to actually do something, enough force in the throw. Krogan, Battlemaster. That guy was brutal. Oh, it was painful. So, I don't know. Unity amp. I want better stuff anyways. Upgrade. Nothing better I can wear yet. I'll need some skill points before I can wear any of the better armor. How much better would it be? 16, 110, 19. I would wear that if I could. So maybe I won't sell that. I may not have anything better by the time I can wear medium armor. Or that. Next. We have Liara now. Yes. Welcome back, Chi. We've got everybody. We've got Liara, Tali, Rex, as well as Caden and Ashley. Chris. I don't know who our go-to team is going to be, but should be some sort of priority equipping going on. Liara's my go-to in later games, a little bit less so in the first one. Have the Unity amp. Better pistol. Also use shotguns eventually. Doesn't much now. Armor. Automatic protection. I don't have any good gear. That's the reality of this, is I don't have any good gear yet. Do have some mods. I guess we could check out right there. I switched shield upgrades instead of regen, but I really do want to put regen back in. Or maybe the last time I died I didn't switch it. I have all these shield packs. I should put in some shields. Where can I have shield? Weapon mod. I don't have any particularly useful weapon mods. When I get some simple across the board damage increases, maybe there was a toxin there and I wasn't paying enough attention. I don't want to spend forever on this stuff. There's already going to be enough time sink. Since this is a from scratch playthrough on Insanity, we're going to need to look at the gear and do some. Shields. You're getting occasional mic cutouts. It's possible I am mumbling a bit and that it's not going above the noise gate. Certainly could be happening. I was leaning back, slouching, probably mumbling. I'm looking at inventory. It's not the most exciting thing. Bum bum. Medium armor is not any better than what he's already got. Regen, he's already got plenty of regen. What else I would give him? We'll leave it alone. Checking this because I want to sell everything else that I have, except for maybe a weapon mod or two that I might, or a grenade mod if I had them. Later on, I will have those things and want to save some. I won't want to just empty out my inventory. Right now, I kind of do. I'm not even gonna look at the rest. Let's do it. Need to clean out, need to get back and moving.
Looking for supplies?
This system of managing inventory and weapons and mods got tossed for ME2. If you're not familiar with it, this is not the system that exists in the later games. Sell. We're gonna sell radioactive rounds. Tier 1, we can sell pistol. There are some things that show up in certain tiers and don't show up in later tiers. Some of the cool damage types for guns, I don't ever remember seeing high tier versions of those. They stop at a point, so I will not always throw away all my lowest tier stuff. But right now, I gotta do with all of that. Personnel rounds. 20% versus organics. We might swap those in. I'll leave those, I'll keep those for now. Armor plating, damage protection, only 7%. When we have some higher ranks. Heat absorption, heat sinks. I'm going to keep a heat sink or two, and as we get better ones, we'll keep those. Roof sighting, max accuracy. They're making money sometime. I'm not going to swap all these things out. I don't want to overhoard. Recoil dampener. Helpful, maybe, but stimulant pack. Cooldown reduction, 7%, not huge. Toxic seals we're keeping. 40% toxin resistant. Pistol Striker 2. Tier 2 weapons. I've equipped what I wanted to, so let's start to set others. Anything I could actually buy that would help. Can't wear medium yet. Can't even afford that. Upgrade would it be? 18, 156, 26. Scorpion 1 to 4. That would be a nice upgrade, huh? And I can almost afford it. Didn't really need to jump out, but save the money. We've cleaned up. Let's go. We need to go talk to Liara and Chakwas and Ashley, Garrus, Aiden. Replenish Metagel. There might be some gear in the locker. No gear in the... Gear, no gear. Gear in the locker. Pistol, shotgun, sniper rifle. Not in the other order. Day 0. Did work. Went up to 6.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Hello.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
I just want to talk.
Of course. I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
You will.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau, I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
I'd let you study me.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Alright, recorded.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
I do.
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
I should go.
+1.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Dr. T'Soni. Seems like a sweet girl. Easy on the eyes. I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Oh.
Just remember, Lieutenant, I saw her first.
Only by a few seconds, sir.
Heard that.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander?
Good night, Al. Happy 4th to you. Work too hard tomorrow. We'll get you later.
All right. Let's label it officially off the record. Got something on your mind?
Straight up, there's something wrong with all of this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big...
Harley Quinn, how are you doing?
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Seems like you beat the odds. How many didn't make it?
Out of 100, maybe 60 have no effect. 30 suffer adverse effects, little things like brain cancer. The other 10 show enough ability to augment with implants. Not always permanent, though. Not like the cancer. Next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero. And how's a kid supposed to deal with that? A station at the edge of human space.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock.
I hope you sleep all night, though.
Of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. terms. There was this girl named Rana who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful. But not stuck up about it. I think you'd have liked her.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
Jump Zero is a long way from home. What was it like?
Point. Shepard would have been there too, since he's a biotic.
Looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Oh, good, kid. You can tell us.
Malenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner.
All right, I'll leave that to other people.
Besides, I've got my past squared away.
We have to be careful not to get too friendly with Ashley, since everyone voted for Liara. Void! What's happening, Void? Welcome. How are you? Ashley. Hiding somewhere? Should be there-ish. Out up here ever, does she? There's a couple of the codex entries I was looking for at the beginning of the game. I know at some point they popped up. They would pop up. Heat load monitor, XP. And those codex entries, if I'll say it again, a lot of them are voiced, or all of them, and they're actually cool. And I have not heard most of them. I didn't even know they were there as voiced codex entries until I saw Nate playing this. Doing well, just gonna be lazy tonight. Excellent, Void.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
Sure, that's what you want.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I have to go.
Close one. Alright, see ya. Report. Oh, Ashley, down, started, yeah, I've been here for too long. Let's leave the Normandy. I mean, it's time to go somewhere. Spent way too much time here. Forgot that I talked to Ashley already. Where's Ashley? She's down. Down in the cargo hold, where she always is, where we already spoke to her. Therum! Out of here. As long as we're in the system. Likewise, we can pop in to Sparta and Macedon and just see if there's... do the quick scans of the planets. If there's an opportunity to land on planets that we haven't been sent to...
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius.
Probably won't land on those for now.
I can't say anymore in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Thank you for the host, whoever the host just came in from, because I'm not seeing it. Or was that not a host? Was that the actual sound? Patching it through. Did I just get trolled by Joker and my own host sound? Oh, that's awesome! That was so the real Joker saying patching it through. Real Joker. GG Joker. GG. Rare element surveyed. All
Message
terrestrial. Boyd! Thank you for the host. There's the real one. The real host, not the real Joker. Fake Joker, real host. Joker got me good. Antamalka is a large hydrogen helium gas giant. Gas deposit. Trace atmosphere of methane and ammonia.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
On that note, we land, do we not land? Edolus, a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Edolus's surface is covered by wide deserts of silicate sand, with only a few areas of igneous rock, islands to break the abrasive dust-choked wind. Distress signal. Could be, I don't know, is this the Thresher Maw? Is this something else? We're not going to be able to go to every planet that we can land on. We don't have time for that. Game is probably going to take well over 24 hours at this pace, even if we don't do a whole lot of extra exploring. I didn't mean to exit out. So, if you see me pass up anything or scanning something that is interesting, that's a good one. Land there. Land there, Jay. I don't remember them all. But I'd like to avoid too many of the generic planet explorations. They are interesting on one hand, but not ideal for this playthrough and stream. Big shiny download buttons. What now? Argelos. Gas deposit. Second of the Macedon system's giant terrestrial planets. Patriarch's writings recovered. We're going back and forth, actually. That's what is right here. This little pie chart in the lower right corner that is blue and yellow. Blue is Aragon and yellow is Renegade. The poll that I've got set up lets everyone vote every hour. So you can vote and you can vote again, you can vote again. If you're here for 5 hours of the stream, feel free to vote 5 times. It'll only let you vote once an hour. So vote as often as you want and can, which is once an hour. And then it can change. So we've gone back and forth. That's that part. Level 1 pressure hazard. Shurgila has a very dense atmosphere of ammonia and oxygen. So this one says land, but we haven't been sent here for anything. Level though, that was cool. Left in the system, were we done? Done. I wouldn't necessarily land on that one, because that's completely generic. Option to land with no beacon or anything. Distress beacon, that one just popped up on the in the other system. Catch you later. Okay, criminal. Might be back since it's 24. Have a great one. Have a good rest of your holiday. Have a good night. We will catch you later. Of course, it's almost morning for you, isn't it? We'll see you later. Be excellent. Any reason reason to head back to the Citadel now. Journal check. Up. Things like the Asari writings. That's different. Sparta system, Artemis Tau. Recon team. That's what was on that other planet. Wouldn't mind doing some of those. If we really end up short on stuff to do, I think. Or when we will meet with Nasana, though. We did get that message. Speak to Nasana in the Embassy Lounge. I already tried. She didn't want to talk to us. We'll go back and talk to her now that she's ready. Meet with Nasana Dantius. Noveria and Pharos. Any thoughts on which of those you want to go to first? Let's take a quick trip back to the Citadel. Hey, quick. Hopefully quick. We might get stuck there just a little bit. And it's break time. Let's go back to the Citadel. Talk to Nasana. Gonna run into someone. We might get stuck at the Citadel. I should break. It's break time. I should break before we go to the Citadel because we might get stuck a bit. 4 points. Shotguns. The lift was such a lifesaver. Lift's duration goes up. As long as I can lift someone to get them out from, say, behind cover or Battlemaster, get them off their feet for a few seconds, I don't think I need to extend it right now. Not priority. Let's put 3 points into Intimidate so we have some options as the pole swings. If it swings back to Renegade, we might have some more dialogue options to play. Spectre training, advanced unity would be better. We're gonna end up with advanced throw. The force goes up. Let's do it. Advanced throw. Easy enough for Shepard. Sorry, writings are worth doing because there's something in ME3 that references it. I don't think I've ever gotten them all unless it was by accident. Noveria. Iceman, you're thinking Noveria, and then Pharos after. Sure. Works for me. Works for me. Noveria's a little easier, isn't it? In the end, Pharos on Insanity can be pretty crazy. We might have more toxic resist mods by the time we get there. Asari can be pain. The Asari clones. Such a pain on Insanity. Okay, we're saved. It's break time. I'll see you all in about 10 minutes. We are closing in on 10 hours. And it's going to be at least 24 because we're going through the game. Wednesday, Infamous. That'll be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I think Infamous, Second Son, and First Light DLC. Then Bioshock Infinite and the Buried at Sea DLC on Saturday and Tuesday. At least that's what the schedule says. And we'll come back to this another time. Other stuff coming up. I want to get Dragon Age Origins on the schedule. Probably by the end of July, if not right after. It could show up right after Bioshock. Technomancer's on my mind. I don't want to wait too long. I want to kind of play that while it's fresh. I had played Bound by Flame and Mars logs before. Alright, I'm going to go stretch. We're going to be hearing fireworks soon. A lot of people are. Daz doesn't care. She's laying here just cold. There have been a few booms, nothing. Honey is shockingly not here since I heard some explosion. I think I'll go make sure she's here. The dogs are GPS tagged. If they ran off, I would know. They can't get out. They'd have to get over a 6-foot fence. All right, rambling. See you soon.